Hi everyone, welcome to my RYBSAT wrap up. So this round of RYBSAT went pretty well for me. I've got some new favourite books and some not so favourite books, so let's just get started. I've already filmed this video. I filmed it yesterday, and then after it took like 2 hours to import onto my laptop, I realised that it was out of focus. So the moral of the story here is, if you have bad eyesight like I do, wear your glasses when you try and focus things, because otherwise it just doesn't work out well for you. Anyway, I managed to... Technically I read like 3 books, but I have 5 to show you. The first one I have is The Emerald Atlas by John Stevens. This was my first book for RYBSAT and I DNF'd it. About 200 pages in, it just really wasn't my thing. It's a middle grade fantasy and it's basically like a mix of every fantasy ever. It's a bit Harry Potter, it's a bit Series of Unfortunate Events, it's a bit Narnia. And I love all of those things, but I just didn't enjoy this one. So this is going, basically. And then after that I was feeling a little bit, I don't know, skeptical about how the rest of RYBSAT would go, and my next book was 100 Names by Cecilia Ahern. I loved this book. This was my favourite that I read for the entire week. 5 stars, incredible. I can't talk about it too much without giving away the plot. A lot of Cecilia Ahern's books are sort of like, they're all like adult contemporary, but they've all got like a twist to it, and in the way that you can't really explain the story without ruining the twist. I will tell you that a journalist gets a list of 100 names from her how can I put this nicely? I suppose like just like her dead boss. I know that sounds awful, but that's the only way I can word it. And things go from there, and I really liked it. And then my third book was Pure, there's a bit of hair on there, by Juliana Baggett. I think I mentioned in my TBR video that I wasn't too sure whether I was going to like this one. I didn't know anything about it. It was amazing. It was a 4-star book for me and I just loved it so much, and it's sort of like a post-apocalypse dystopian, and again I can't tell you too much about it without ruining the entire story for you. Yeah, I was also meant to read the sequel, Fuse, but I decided once I finished this book that I wouldn't read that one because it is a trilogy, and I don't have the 3rd book, and I feel like the 2nd book's gonna end on a bit of a cliffhanger. So I'm just waiting till I get the 3rd one, and then I'll marathon books 2 and 3. But yes, I enjoyed this a lot and I would absolutely recommend this. Yeah. It is sort of more, in my opinion, it's more of an adult dystopian than a YA, even though the characters are of the typical YA age. And I almost hit myself in the book just then. In the book, with the book. And then the next one I have is How to Fall in Love, also by Cecilia Ahern. This was also really, really incredible. This was another 4-star for me, and it's about 2 characters, Adam and Christine, and Christine saves Adam from jumping off a bridge, and she teaches him how to fall in love with life, and it was really, really good. There were a lot of emotions, and I just really love Cecilia Ahern. And then the final one, I didn't technically read this one. What happened was, after the high that was these 3 books, I was feeling pretty confident. So I went on to the next book, and I read the first page and I just couldn't do it. And that was Nameless, A Tale of Beauty and Madness by Lily St. Crow. I'm not a huge fan of retellings. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure why I bought this. I think I don't know, I went through the stage where I was like forcing myself to like retellings because it's such a big thing and so many people enjoy them. I just don't. I'm not a big fairy tale person. So yeah, I just didn't read this, and I'm gonna get rid of it because while it is a beautiful cover, I'm never gonna read it. It's also got quite low ratings on Goodreads, which doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. I mean, there are a lot of books that I really love that have bad ratings on Goodreads. But this one, I just wasn't sure whether it was even worth trying. So yeah, that was my RYBSAT wrap up. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought about them, and or if you're going to read any of them or whatever. Just talk to me basically, and I will see you all next week, which is going to be my May book haul because I bought books. So before I go, I just wanted to very quickly thank Miranda for organising RYBSAT. Like always, I had so much fun. I just really appreciate you for running this and for being an amazing friend. So yeah, if you did participate, please thank Miranda because it really means a lot to her. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Anyway, I will see you all then. Bye.